Good afternoon. I thought I'd jump in and do an impromptu live. Wow, it's been really interesting energy going off at the moment. So I'm just popping in to support you all in regards to like an energy forecast. Years ago, it's got to be years ago now, I used to write every month an energy overview. I used to actually channel this information through. Now I'm just seeing, yeah, I'm live in the spiritual community. Okay, cool. I used to channel energy that came through, but the way that I used to channel the energy overviews was really to assist us in what are we able to shift, grow and evolve. So I would be talking about the karmic threads that were playing out, etc, etc. So at this moment in time, not sure how much you are into the spiritual world and how much you listen to astrology or what's going on, but we have this 3-eye atlas consciousness energy that is coming in, and it is amazing. Do not be in fear of it. It's amazing and it's exactly what we want. Okay, so as you know, we are moving from a 3D into a 5D template. So 3D to 5D means that we are playing in different energy frequencies, holographics, plug and play, different timelines, high consciousness, etc, etc. However you want to believe 3D to 5D is. 5D means that you are running on a higher frequency, you're naturally more intuitive, but you could be becoming more empathetic and more sensitive, and that is key to remember. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Empathy and empathetic and sensitives. Okay, because as we move into more consciousness, we are going to become more psychic, more empathetic and more sensitive, and this is being shown to us at the moment. So if you are feeling drained, tired, last weekend I was absolutely knackered for no reason. I've just come back from 10 days in Bali. I should be, you know, dancing on the rooftops, but the energy is heavy, and as much as we are moving into a higher consciousness, hi Jenny, hello lovely, as we are moving into a higher consciousness, our empathy and our sensitivity are coming more online. So if any of you have young children or children from the age of like 25 and under, because the kids that were born from the year 2000 onwards are naturally running on a higher frequency, they are naturally sensitive, they are naturally empathetic, they are possibly going to be feeling this energy, and the more spiritual work we do, the more psychic we become, the more sensitive, the more empathetic, the more tuned in we are to everything. People, places and situations. Remember that. So as much as it's a blessing to have our spiritual gifts, our intuition, our psychic abilities coming online, we also need to be very aware of our spiritual hygiene. So that's important. So if you are feeling heavy, tired, sensitive, emotional, you're not feeling quite like yourself, you need to do some spiritual hygiene work. Now, that spiritual hygiene work can come in lots of different forms. It can come in, you know, whatever your self-care, your spiritual self-care is going to be different for everybody, okay? And I'm not going to do a great big teaching spiel on that, because if you're in this group, you know what spiritual hygiene is, okay? So whether, you know, for the last few weeks I have been very much ramping up, doing my own, you know, cord cutting, clearing, you know, negative energies, clearing everything off of me, right? Because I don't want that heavy energy on me, because I'm an energy healer and I hold a lot of space for a lot of people, and I'm not being held down. So that's going to be going on. So Atlas, 3i Atlas, I always want to say 31, but it's 3i Atlas, is a higher consciousness, and it's this frequency, it's this energy that is coming in to help us, give us a kick up the backside and give us a conscious shift. Okay, so there's going to be some of us light workers that are naturally highly attuned, and we are going to be helping others. So if you are an empath and a sensitive, you know that you're a light worker, you're a light warrior, okay, or you are a healer and you're doing all this work for your clients and your community, you need to be aware of your spiritual hygiene. And you also need to take time for your spiritual preparations. You need stillness so that you can move into your sovereignty. Because with this 3i Atlas consciousness, we are also going to get our next mission drop through. The codes are going to be coming through. The codes are coming through surges of light. So it is important that we are out in that daylight. We're going to have a surge of light, and it's going to be activating dormant spiritual gifts, increasing our psychic sensitivity. And I'm so thrilled at this moment in time that I'm going to be teaching psychic surgery as well. Increasing psychic sensitivity, our telepathic connection. Stuff is going to be coming online, and it is going to sometimes even blow your mind. And it's going to start opening our third eye and our heart chakra. And I know some of you listening to this have been in my programs this year, and have been in masterminds with me, and I've spoken a lot around having my cacao and really working on opening up my heart chakra and things like that. So when I found out all this information about 3i Atlas, I was like, oh, that's why it was preparing me for this. Oh, that's why it was preparing me for that. Because sometimes we get this information and this wisdom drop through, and sometimes I don't even know why I'm being told to do it, right? It's like, dig the trench, okay. And I don't always like, sometimes they don't always tell me why I'm digging the trench, and then it'd be like, okay, pour the slab. And sometimes I don't even know, or they haven't told me why the slab's being poured. And at the end, I've got a beautiful house that's all been like structured and built for me. So sometimes this information that comes through is like, work on your heart chakra, start opening up your heart chakra. So that's what I did, right? And then it was in one of the programs we did in Pendulum Mastery 2.0, we worked a lot on opening up the fourth eye, the high third, fourth eye, and it was opening up not only the heart chakra, but it was the high heart as well, because it was preparing me ready for this period of time. And I know why I'm teaching psychic surgery is because I'm getting my little light warriors, my crew on board, so that we can start doing this multi-dimensional healing for people, because in the new earth, this is the type of healing that these souls are wanting to have. So it's exciting that this surge of light, the light codes, are going to be helping us with these psychic abilities, right? What also is coming through are the avatar children, or what I've been told is that the avatar children that are already here are going to come online as well. So watch out for that with your kiddios. So the arrival of children with avatar quality souls embodying higher frequencies and consciousness, who will help to anchor the new reality. This is viewed as a beautiful supportive time for bringing these new humans. So what you might find also during this period is that there might be pregnancies as well. coming through. Or what I'm being shown is that some of these kids that are already here, so from the ages of like 0, just been born, to the age of 25, right? Those are the kids that are going to be coming online as well. It's also going to bring about unity consciousness. So the energy is going to be amplifying the sense of aliveness, woven connection into all living things, making it very difficult to operate from a place of violence or separation. Okay, so we're gonna, with this heart and the high heart opening, we are, yes, becoming more conscious, but we're also going to becoming more caring. It's probably the easiest way to say it. So we're moving the collective towards deep recognition of its own divinity and unity. And what you're going to also find on the polar flip of that is also what you're prepared to accept and what you're not prepared to accept. And I've noticed that in me in the last, it's been happening this year, but also again quite rapidly in the last few days, where it's just like, no, I don't want that. I'm not doing that. That doesn't feel aligned, and that's old Claire, that's old identity Claire, that's not who I want to be, and that's not who I want to step into, and that's not what I want to become. Because, you know, we're getting at the end of this 9 year, and with this end of this 9 year, we're really cementing like the letting go. And I'm a 9 number in a 9 years, so it's like endings and endings, right? So it's just like, no, I'm not hanging on to it, no. And you know, and it might, I'll give you an example. So yesterday I was writing this on my website, the sales page, for doing a 2-day program next year all around like spiritual business mapping. And I know I've got like Jenny and Jessie here, right? And you'll probably go, oh no, I want that. No. Okay, so I'm not doing it as a workshop. And I'm not doing it as a workshop. I'm going to offer it as a VIP, in-person or online sessions, right? I can offer it, but I'm going to offer it in a different way. And for me, you know, a lot of people were asking me, when am I teaching psychic surgery next year? When am I teaching psychic surgery? When am I going to do the next round of like the home healer, etc.? And I said, oh, I haven't got a date yet, And I knew this date was really like pushing me. And when I sat with it yesterday, so I spent the whole night, and I woke up the next morning and I was just like, I'm not doing it that way. That is the old identity of Claire and what her business was. And it was like, no, that's got to go, because I'm a teacher now, I'm a spiritual teacher. And as soon as I like took it off my webpage and said no, literally this energy just went whoosh. And I was like, wow. And it was like, now you can have the dates dropped in for teaching psychic surgery for 2026. And I was like, oh my God, it was like I had moved home into this really big spacious home, and I was like, oh my God, I've got space to breathe, I've got space to move. And I was like, God, because I just said no, that's not me anymore, this energy just shifted and this whole expanse just opened up, and I was just like, this feels really good, really good. So you're going to find throughout this period, with the 3i Atlas dropping in, this higher consciousness is going to be asking you to make, get into your new space, move, let go of the past, let go of the old identities. You're not taking it through into this new higher consciousness, into this new 5D realm as well. The energy that's coming through is a energy that acts as a mirror and a catalyst, accelerating the breakdown of false structures, old beliefs, and ill-fitting global systems, but also what's not fitting in your world anymore, to make way for truth and new foundations. Really exciting. So how everything is being delivered through codes, through your DNA, and through the sun, okay? So when you are having upgrades, so cellular upgrades, recoding, having an energy reboot, you are going to want to do a few things. You are going to either want to sleep, rest, drink loads more water, start to eat really healthy, want to go on a detox, want to feel like you want to move your body. So whatever you feel that you need to do, and it could be all of those in the same day, no shitting you, right? Depends how quick you want to fast track. So just be mindful that the information, the actions are going to be sort of assisting you in changing rapid transformation. So if you need to go and ground yourself at the beach or ground yourself in earth, if you need to start eating root vegetables, so if you're in the UK, you'll be eating nice winter soups. If you're here in Australia, you'll be wanting to do in your juices and your smoothies, right? So if you get the intuitive hit of, I need to do this, I need to do that. I have one client at the moment, she's doing a water fasting diet, right? Because she needs to shed, she wants her body to be lighter, right? Because when her body is lighter, she can get those light codes to come in. So that's going to be happening. We're going to have ancient galactic codes unlocking and coming in, and what you're going to find is that you're going to start remembering things. You're going to start doing intuitive or spiritual practices that have unlocked for you. So whether that's been unlocking it through the Akashics. I know my beautiful friend Marina, she's been channeling dragon codes, right? So that this year has all started really unlocking in her. I know a number of you have been wanting to have soul lineage reports because you wanted to know your galactic origin, but you've also wanted to know your lineage as well, whether you're more Lemurian or whether you're more attuned in this lifetime. Are you more connected to Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt, etc.? So, you know, those soul lineage reports are really good for that, to understand your galactic heritage. I know 2 weeks ago, before I even knew about this 3-eye atlas, was talking a lot around, I was doing healings on myself. So my soul of origin is Palladian, and what came through for me was do Arcturian healings and listen to Arcturian light language. And I thought, well, that's random because I'm more Palladian, so I would have thought that I would have wanted to have connected more in with my Palladian heritage as such. But it was very, no, connecting with the Arcturians and start listening to Arcturian light language and healings and stuff like that. So I started doing that, and then when I found out about the 3-eye atlas, it's connected to the Arcturians. So I was like, oh, okay. So then they started saying to me that the Arcturians wanted to channel information through for me. So I'm connected in with them, and I'm channeling this information as well through you today. We're having biological quickening. So the purpose of these codes, these light codes, are there to support us in quickening our biological evolution, which includes changes to our DNA, and helps us to upgrade our human avatar. All right. So if you are wanting to do detoxing, colonic cleansing, liver toxin detoxes, heavy metal detoxes, etc., is parasite cleanses, all of that is just showing you that we need to lighten your body so that we can do these upgrades for you. Solar amplifications, what you're also going to find is we're going to have interesting weather. And obviously I've been in Queensland, so for the last, is it 7 or 8 days, we've had some real tropical storms. I know there was a typhoon coming over the Philippines. I know America has been having interesting weather as well. And weather is a way of us seeing that the frequency is shifting through Mother Earth. But there can also be a negative consequence with the weather as well. And this weekend I was doing a lot of spiritual warfare weather, spiritual warfare, because obviously we need the rain, right? The earth needs the rain and stuff like that, and the wind is good because the wind comes through and it blows the cobwebs away, is the easiest way to say it. But sometimes there can be negative influences backing weather as well with it, because it's an element. So I was doing a lot of spiritual warfare around that. And that's something that I'm going to be teaching when I do the home healing and land blessing course. I'm running a 2-day course, 29th and 30th of November, where I'm going to be teaching you how to protect your environment, clear your environment, and that is your home and your land. But I'm also going to touch on spiritual warfare and weather as well in that teaching, and that you will be able to offer that. If you are a healer and you have a trading business, then you will be able to offer, I'll teach you the protocols so that you are able to do that for your clients as well. So if you want to become a home healer and a land blesser, or you want to learn how to do this to do it for yourself and not as a business, then that is the course for you. So we've got a 2-day training for that. If you want to know about that, just pop it in the chat and I will send you the links to sign up for that. 29th and 30th, 2 days. So we're really looking at birthing a whole new reality at this moment in time. So it's really, really exciting. I've just got some notes. I just want to make sure. So consciousness, weather, and Arcturian light codes. So yes, we're going to get this feeling of the Arcturians really coming in and supporting us with this higher consciousness. Oh, Jazzy, she had her first cacao last night. How was it? How were you having it? Were you okay? Because I've heard mixed reports. Like I have it in the morning and I actually don't mind it in the evening, but I have like, you know, Marina's like, I can't drink it in the evening. She only has hers in the morning. I've actually had mine this morning, and I'll tell you what, you do notice a difference. Like my heart today is really, really opened up. Hey Mel, how are you? How are you, lovely? Good to see you here. Okay, so that's all what I wanted to say. I'm really excited with what's happening at the moment with the energies, but just make sure that, you know, go back and listen to this recording and take the pockets of wisdom, and, you know, look after yourself, make sure you're doing your spiritual hygiene, take care, and allow this beautiful wave of consciousness to come in and support you and to support your community, your friends, your family, and the planet. Yeah, so I'm going to call it a day, and if you want to know more about the home healer, drop it in the chat and I'll send you the links for that. And we are, psychic surgery doors have closed, but I'm going to be running psychic surgery in February and the home healer again in March. And I have advanced Akashic alchemy, quantum alchemy teaching in January, and I've got quantum codes coming out. So quantum leaping, quantum jumping group program in January as well. Those will be the next things that we're going to be doing and be having fun with. All right, I'm sending you lots of love, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for joining.